So, yeah, just as normal, run-of-the-mill ZVT so far here. We do have the Widow Mines being made here. So he might be going for Widow Mine drops from this.
He's making a medevac, so he has a decent amount of Marines so far. I think he has 4, 2 more on the way. Could be like Hellions run up and then a 6 Marine, 1 Widow Mine drop type of thing.
Yeah, where you're trying to hit a couple locations at once, right when they're really trying to get those 3 bases going, and if they don't handle everything perfectly, something's going to get out of control somewhere and the damage is going to spike up.
Yeah, here we go. 6 Marine, 1 Widow Mine drop. See if he can find some damage with that. The Ling misses it. He's going to push that Ling back.
Yeah, it takes out the spotter Ling. Now this Overlord is also going to see the medevac inbound here, so instead of going past it, he's going to drop here and just try to get the kill. You take what you can get, right? So he picks that up.
Yeah, not a bad kill to start off with. Rogue brings the Queens up, but Cure has other plans.
And there's just, oh, that's cute. Just kind of puts it in the tooth area.
Ooh!
Oh, that was sick.
That target was awesome. It's a
Wow.
lot of Lings there.
And now he's going for the pool. Here comes the Queen now. The Lings are going to come in here. Can he juggle these Marines properly? Okay, he takes out the Widow Mine.
Yeah, almost gets the Queen there. Rogue does pull it back, though. More Queens coming up to help defend. Like, he's killed a lot of Lings, but not that many drones yet.
Yeah, he can't quite save those Marines. A bit of an overextension there.
But, you know what? 3 drones, that many Lings, that lost mining time, the Queen, the Overlord. Yeah, look at that.
I think he should have picked up that Widow Mine and pocketed it inside the medevac.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
And, you know, this attack's going to come up here. He stayed away pretty safely. You know, the issue with Roaches is always that they're not mobile like Mutalisks or other units that can catch medevacs, so you can try to catch the Zerg out of position, or at least make them work to defend, you know, their area.
Drop in the main base. Oh, he gets a Queen and picks up a Ling.
Yeah. No, it's
Marine.
a good snipe right there.
Yeah, high quality. He's going to get another Overlord.
I don't know that Terran is going to have another actual push coming here, though. We see that 3rd command center is being made, and Zerg is about to take a 4th. The hatchery hasn't been planted yet, but we saw the, what do you call it, the hologram of the hatchery, or whatever that is. Where I put it
hologram.
There it is, the hologram.
Yeah. All right, Hydralisk Den coming up, as well as Infestation Pit, so it looks like he does want to transition into Lurker from here.
Nice snipe, by the way. Now going for creep. Well, could be going for creep, but doesn't have time to scan and get that. And Cure, again, I think he's playing a very good game so far. The problem is that Rogue is very good at basically brushing off these attacks, powering up regardless of the harass, and then overpowering the Terran in a later part of the game.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I kind of like the consistent production that we've seen out of Cure here, right? Because this wasn't one of those games where you get like the very fast 3rd CC, you land it as quickly as possible, and you power up the amount of barracks, and then you start to really produce. This has been like a non-stop production with which he has pressured with, and he's actually had 3 Tech Lab Marauders going for a little bit now. So that's pretty darn good against Roach.
Yeah.
Like, before Lurkers are out, I think he has potential for a push coming up.
Now we've got the tanks inbound here. We've got a lot of Marine Marauder. This is really getting to the climax so far of Game 3. As the push comes in here, we saw a small drop, bit of a red herring there for the Zerg positionally as the main push is coming here now. A scan instantly identifies the Lurkers before the misstep that could have cost him his entire army. He's going to siege up now and begin to shell the Lurkers that are now going to be microed back.
Yeah, look at this. He's got a good siege position. He's taking out a lot of the creep. He's got to be careful about those Lurkers, but he's got like now about 7 tanks of the army. He's a good amount of Marauders in here as well. He's got those 1-1 upgrades to match the Roaches.
You know what's interesting? This little position at the 9 o'clock spot is basically making it so Zerg can't expand down there. So while this push is going on, the Zerg isn't able to grow out elsewhere. This is really important. It means the Zerg has to defeat this push as fast as possible, and I don't know that he will.
Well, the Lurkers, I think, are going to do enough to hold on for now.
Yeah, he was really walking into too many Lurker shots. I think if he stayed back a little bit further here, he just needs one tank that can actually shell the hatchery, and things will eventually sort themselves out.
Yeah, but the Lurkers get up here and apply that huge amount of pressure, and he gets forward. As he gets forward, he has enough Ravagers to start bombing these siege tanks as well. Yeah, there's only 2 tanks there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, there's actually another one, a third one down there. Now there's 2. But his Biles are just nailing him right now.
Yeah, it's not often that you see Biles connecting over and over again, but they're happening this time.
And the siege tank's being whittled down a bit. The Lurker count is just getting so high. Still, it's a very good Marauder count right now, which is nice. Oh, no.
Hold position, my friend.
Yeah,
you gotta hold position that, or they're just gonna get fished into the Lurker line, and that's like the 3rd time that's happened, actually.
I kind of like the army that we had here. Ooh, I like the add of 2 Liberators. I like that a lot. Look at that. That's going to make it a lot harder. Of course, he does have Biles if he can hit. He gets up there immediately and erases the first one. Maybe a little bit too far forward, but I'm not sure how else he can really push this position. Right? Okay, yeah, he isn't either. He turns around and sieges, brings it home.
Well, he's going to have to abandon that. The problem is that was really a key moment there.
Well, when you get that many Lurkers, though, I think you have to change the way you're doing it. Like, I like that he's adding a 2nd factory now, because again, this was a very different push than what we normally see. Normally, we see like quicker upgrades, quicker 3rd base, then 2 factory, and then a bunch of siege tanks. Here it was like very consistent, so his push was really strong at first, but now he's going to add some of that production behind. But yeah, I mean, he has some Liberators, he's getting into Ghosts, he's going to have 2 factory siege tank now, and I guess we get to see what the late game of Cure looks like after so many cheeses.
Yeah, he's going to come up in this area over here, scan, and start to take out those Lurkers, but it does seem like Rogue has a lot more control of the map. Wherever Rogue goes, Cure has to pack up and leave. The Nidus network now being made over here. Where is he going to try to hit with that? I don't see any hidden overlords on the map.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, he has speed, so he can just like kind of fly one in. Looks like he was flying one in there.
I guess that answered our question. Probably aimed towards the main.
And in fact, seeing a Speed Overseer come down through there right now.
Yeah, that can kind of give away your plans.
Yeah, I think it honestly can, especially when it's Rogue. You got to really keep your eye on the minimap now.
Yeah. Here comes a big attack, trying to hit over at this 3rd base. But Gear fights back pretty well. And you can start to see the limitations of Roach Ravager as you get into a late game TVZ. Beautiful snipes over here, picking off those Lurkers at a distance. The creep spread, by the way, for Rogue is absolutely insane. Now, on Rogue's side of the map, there's basically only 1 base that has yet to be taken, and that's close to the bottom left. There's a vacant area there. Now, we're starting to see that with the Terran, but Terran still has 2 bases yet to claim. So, if you've been watching our casting for a long time, you've probably heard us mention this before, but the Zerg does want to try to end the game before the Terran takes all the bases, because otherwise it's likely the Zerg runs out of money first and can't really, the game doesn't go anywhere. The Terran eventually comes out on top.
Yeah, very oftentimes in this matchup when it goes this late, it's very hard for Terran to actually get every single base.
Yeah, but if they do,
yeah,
they basically win. It's kind of this weird situation.
Now, coming up, just clearing some creep at the bottom here. He did kill off that hatchery in the bottom left, so that's kind of nice, keeping Rogue on 5 bases, which is the same amount that we have Cure on. Cure is really playing a beautiful
Cure
game.
is insane.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks just great. It's so cool that he did 4 cheeses in a row, and now he just kind of has applied pressure all game long, but turned it into a beautiful macro game as well.
Yeah, and he's shutting down Rogue pretty effectively here. I love this. Just coming here and sniping whatever he can. He picks up and leaves. He's going to graze by the 2 last spots that Rogue is taking now. And I don't think this game is going to end anytime soon. I think we're in this for the long run.
Oh, for sure. And look at this. Right now, Kier is pushing another location and taking another base.
Yeah.
So Rogue is taking 2 bases there at the bottom. We have some Vipers added in, which is good to see. Definitely want to complete your composition with that. Liberator range on the way. building armor. I mean, you're just getting everything at this point as Cure.
Yeah.
These late game situations with battles happening everywhere and cost efficiency being a big deal.
Yeah.
You're not actually thinking about earlier in the game like what was happening anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Where
sure.
Sometimes after a long, stressful game, you don't even remember how it opened.
Yeah, no, I mean, the story at the start almost has, even though it, of course, always impacts everything, you know, is connected, but
you're kind of like updating it in your head as you go. So
right.
At this point, the Nidus is, like, eventually he probably won't even be thinking about it.
Okay, we're getting now to the phase where, this is a nuke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nuke those Obies.
Actually, nuking the Obies would be a pretty good move because they would probably not be looking there. They would go to each hatchery and then...
Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. Okay, he's gonna nuke the hatch. He's gonna get some of these larvae. That's nice.
How many nukes does it take to kill a Nidus?
Let's see. 2?
I guess 2, yeah. And here comes that Nidus now. Now, is Cure gonna notice this? Oh, Cure.
Oh, look, he actually has units in the base.
Gamer.
Yeah, he's a sick gamer.
He's gaming. He's gonna game so hard he's gonna take out 2 Nidus networks.
Very nice game here, Tasteless. This game is...
He's going Dr. Pimple Popper in his base, my friend.
This game is, like, very pleasurable from both sides, you know?
Very pleasurable. I don't know if that's the word, but...
It is. Like, look at how this game has gone so far, and look at this!
Whoa,
what am I even looking at? What is this attack?
He's throwing everything over here, and it is going to decimate that planetary, but... How cost efficient is this truly?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know.
Here, let me put down another 400 minerals and just make that again. Zerg gave up about a quarter of supply. No, I don't think so.
I don't think that was good.
Considering the sheer amount of gas that was spent to stop a building.
To kill that?
Here we go, Act 2. Was the sequel as good as the first one? Look at this, he's got a wall with a second command center here, making the banelings hard to get through.
Oh my god, those parasitic bombs are insane! Oh man, those Vikings took a lot of damage. The Liberators get cleaned out. Command center actually does not end up dying here. The parasitic bomb is such a good spell. Liberator gonna help to clear out some of these lurkers, gets a couple.
So, I want to see if there's going to be drones mining from 6 o'clock. This is one of these things where the Zerg is taking that. I mean, yes, he will try to mine from there, but most of this is just like, if I have this, you don't. And so I didn't expect Zerg to actually come in there, but this is Rogue, so I shouldn't really be that surprised.
Dude, I really want to see the units lost stab so badly right now. Because I want to see, I think 500 Banes have died this game.
Okay, the Ghosts are going to be the last line of defense over here. Nice sniping. The Banes are basically not touching the Ghosts. And again, that base is not wiped.
Yeah, he holds on, but the bank of Cure is getting very low. I guess Rogue uses a hell of a lot of supply there. 75 supply gone.
There is a command center floating in 6 o'clock waiting to reclaim that base.
You know what, by the way?
What?
I just got like some chills thinking about this because we see all sorts of different compositions tried out by Terran in the late game.
Yeah.
But originally, Starcraft 2 is so old at this point, but I want to just mention that this composition that we're looking at, like Mass Liberator Turret Ghost, that was what TY used to do a really long time ago. Like he was the best in the world at that, like moving his Liberators around and that was in a time where people were having a very hard time against Zerg late game, i.e. all of StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just kind of interesting to see this be what Cure is using right now. It's like really a blast from the past. 4 Liberators at a time, tons of Ghosts out. Of course, there are some other units in there as well, but I love, by the way, the usage of Mass Mules here. Suck those minerals out of there as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a heist at this point in time. You need to get the minerals off of these exterior bases as quickly as possible. Get them off the map into your pockets.
Yeah.
And you're right, you've got to be landing mules there and just trying to drain these areas of all the wealth they have.
Okay, this
is
look at the
insane.
side he's coming in from. Very cool. Pulls in some of those liberators.
I don't see anything over here. Oh, that's because it's all on the bottom right side of the screen.
Yeah, let's see what he can do with this.
Now the problem is, ghosts at a distance are basically going to trade very well. And keep in mind, Terran is okay losing SCVs over here. He's intentionally not made a planetary because it's cheaper to just lift the command center up.
Yeah.
And after he chases the Zerg away, land it back down again and resume his mineral heist.
Yeah, and when it's mules mining, it's, you know, it's not like you're remaking SCVs for that necessarily. That was kind of interesting.
Dude, he needs to stop the mining down here. 6.
I think he's stretched a little bit too thin at the moment. Because he's going around the Liberator circle. Okay, eliminates those. Yeah,
all of what the Zerg has comes back and starts to defend this. Now taking 2 extractors to take the gas.
Dude, look at the creep. It's everywhere.
The creep is pretty insane, man. So I believe the top right base is almost mined out. Not the one that's been attacked over and over, but the one to the right of that.
Yeah, I think you're basically right. It's getting very low, at least. I see there's still patches, but can't be that much left.
But for the Zerg, I believe there's actually now 3 bases that are mineral rich. Terran's is very soon going to be mining.
Oh, that
off
one's
of
actually getting low too.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Well, he hasn't been harassed for so long. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, notice that there's a lot of minerals in the bank right now for Rogue here. There's not for Terran. Terran's basically spending what comes in.
But his supply is going up, and the overall bank of Rogue has gone down a little bit. Right? He was at 5K and then 4K, now he's at 3.5. Oh, God. But look, these banking attacks are, like, again, these kind of tempo-ish moves, maybe they're going to end up working for him. But they certainly don't look very cost-efficient when he's doing them. God, I would give anything to see a unit loss tab right now, Tasteless.
Oh, I know.
I need to see how many Zerg units have died.
I think in that last attack, that was enough of a crippling blow that Zerg can win now. Because as much as this game was mostly action packed up at the top, it's really going to be about whether or not the Zerg can keep this bottom base. If Terran can push down into the south and wipe this area out, Terran, I think, can win. But right now, this is looking like it's not far away from a Zerg victory. And the fact that Terran's pushing and not maxed out right now, I think that this is going to flatten. The Zerg is going to flatten the Terran's army right now.
Yeah, I think you are right about that. What an utterly impressive game from both players.
Oh, I mean, a masterful game here from Rogue especially, but Kure really showing he is absolutely a threat in this matchup.
Yeah.
It wasn't just cheese apparently today. He was able to draw this all the way out to scream late game.
I think he played a brilliant game, honestly.
Honestly, it's some of the best TDC I've seen from him in a long time.
I think most of the Zergs in GSL would not have beaten him this game, but
I agree.
Rogue, like with the special sauce of deciding to pull the trigger on these very cost-inefficient trades. Like, we saw several attacks in a row that both of us, I think, were like, wow, that was not very good for Rogue. But he kind of ended up making it work. And now here with basically nothing left. But it's kind of crazy, too, because Rogue is almost out of minerals as well. He doesn't have a lot. That is the margin by which he's going to end up winning this game, Tasteless, because look at this. He's mined out almost completely, but he has that one extra base of cures.
Right.
They got twice as many arms as a Reaver, though, I tell you that.
That was weird when we zoomed in on the Reaver and realized it has this like little claw that it pulls itself around on the...
Yeah.
I thought it was a hipster mustache, but...
Nope. All right, that is a lot of lurkers to try to hold off. I don't think there's any point to even repair that.
No, I think that's gone. And interestingly enough, we thought it was going to be a fight about this space, but really Zerg has basically stopped the Terran from mining.
If only that had connected with everything.
Look at how we have 15 minerals sitting here stagnant, now 20, 25, 30. Things are moving up so slowly. And this, I believe, is actually going to be the killing blow, because Zerg can now get inside of production and wipe out the barracks. GG!
What a fantastic game.
It was a hell of a game.